No better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. You take a look at the Pistons. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Heat, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And right now for the Pistons, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
Well, on paper, they certainly look dominant coming in, and that's exactly what we've seen on the floor. No one is going to want to face this team in the postseason.
So here's Miami's starting group. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. And for Detroit, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5 spot. And here are the Heat now. All right, Legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit. There's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin, well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. And if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard.
Now here's Wiggins following the miss by Cade Cunningham. Shot's good by Hero.
Well, when you look at Hero's numbers, this is a guy who shoots a good percentage from deep with a high volume.
Duren with a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Harris. Robinson on the wing. He's covered by Hero. 4 on the clock. Cunningham for 3. And again, Cunningham missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. Pistons have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Cunningham outside. On the wing, Harris. Cunningham sets a screen for Harris. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, you can't give Tobias Harris that look from beyond the arc.
Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Hero. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Hero's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now, here's Cunningham. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. Duren, and Duren slams it in.
And that is playing big down in the paint. Duren focused and flushing it home.
Mitchell wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
So they take the lead.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Hero, that's a two-pointer. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Hero's got 7. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Well, if you shoot the ball at 40% or better from the three-point line, you are going to win most games, no matter where you're playing.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Mitchell outside. Pass to Adebayo. Now Powell. Here's the 3. Duren pulls it in. Now here is Harris. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now here's Thompson. Duren sets the screen for Thompson to the middle. And Duren slams it in.
And this is why you involve Duren in as many pick and rolls as you can. He's really good at positioning himself in that set.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Guys?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got his second basket of the game. We're so happy to celebrate New Year's Day with NBA action. Hoping everyone got enough sleep last night. Greg, I know you did, but Happy New Year nonetheless.
And I know you didn't make it to the ball drop either, Kevin, especially since you had to prep for this game. Now, hopefully these players had the same mindset.
Now, here's Cunningham. Norman Powell unable to get his last shot to go. Deep two from Robinson. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. The Heat trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Hero, no good. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 16-4 run. Mitchell with the steal. Up the floor. It's deflected.
Yeah, going straight up with those long arms. Duran flat out. A brick wall around the rim.
Harris outside. Pass to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Thompson kicks to Robinson. Connects from three-point range. Robinson's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Here we go, fans. Time to get everybody.
Caris LeVert checked in for the Pistons. Ivy comes in for Robinson. And we've got rapper Big Sean in the building here tonight. A native of Detroit and a big NBA fan.
Always great to see him cheering on his hometown team. It's clear how much he loves attending games. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now, here's Cunningham. Running around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. The Heat trail by 12. Pass to Adebayo. To stop the run. Hero, no good.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating. Yeah, that's nice right there. Big man points in the paint for Jaquez.
Cunningham against Hero. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Here's the screen. Back to Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Hero. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Count it.
And when Wiggins moves the rock, it's a huge plus for the offense.
There's a minute left here in the first quarter. Ivy with it. Scoreless thus far. Up again, and Duran is right there. And the Pistons lead by 13.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And Miami shooting 40% here in the early stages. On the wing, Wiggins. Outside, Hero. Left side, Adebayo. And it's Miami with another.
Well, you've got to love the confidence Adebayo has developed on that mid-range shot.
Hero against Cunningham. Good. Cunningham's got 6.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jalen Duren.
Well, when you look at the footwork and the physicality, Adebayo is a challenging matchup defensively.
The first free throw is good, and the Heat making a change here. He hits both from the stripe.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Pass to LeVert. Up in time. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so is Detroit. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
We've got LeVert, Isaiah Stewart out there with Howard. Then it's Ivy, and it's Jenkins in at the 1 spot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And last season, the Heat with their worst finish in a decade. Greg, it was surprising.
Well, the Jimmy Butler saga hung over the middle part of the season. The team's best player had 1 foot out the door even before they traded him. So now this team pivots towards that younger core.
Good on the three-point shot.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Pass to Ware. Now Powell. LeVert defending. Good ball movement here by Miami. There's a good screen. Jonas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Ivy with it, and Jaquez picks him up defensively. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Holland. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. In fourth, the Pistons.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Robinson comes in for Jaden Ivey. And it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. Ware up top, guarded by Stewart. Powell, the pass to Larson. Powell against LeVert. Powell kicks to Mitchell. An easy 2 points on the layup. Mitchell's got his first 2 points of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's LeVert. He has yet to score. Shoots over Powell, and it's LeVert missing.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number one in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away, and then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Guys, back to you.
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's Larson, guarded by Robinson, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about, and that's culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about.
Harris has checked in for Karis LeVert. And Miami with a change here, too. Adebayo's checked in. Stewart with the screen on Powell. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Heat trail by 9. Down low, and stolen by Thompson. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Over in the corner, Cunningham, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Powell, the pass to Jaquez. Sinks the triple. Jaquez has got 5 points in the quarter.
And you can see Jaquez has put a lot of time in working on that catch-and-shoot game.
Thompson, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Robinson. And to Cunningham. Outside Robinson. Now Cunningham. And it's off from 3-point range. Now here's Powell. Now Jaquez. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now, here's Cunningham. 6 points for him. Over Mitchell. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skill.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself, and that is the difference.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Pistons making a change here. Turin's checked in, and the Heat making a change here. Pistons leading by 4. Here is Cunningham. Outside for Robinson. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Robinson's got 8 points.
Yeah, passing is truly one of the strengths of Cunningham's game, even when he's already inside the paint.
Jaquez outside. And a wide open look for Hero. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Cunningham. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
And he knows how deadly he can be off the dribble. I like the assertiveness Cunningham showed right there.
Shots good by Hero.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Shot, high post. Here's Turin. Robinson for 3, and another 3 for Detroit.
Well, after making 1 in the first quarter, he's now made 2 here in the second. Starting to get it going a little bit.
Mitchell passes to Ware. And here is Hero. Guarded by Robinson. Fires the three. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Hero.
Well, after giving up that three on one end, Tyler Hero was hunting an answer.
Cunningham against Mitchell. Harris outside. Duren sets the screen for Harris. It's stolen by Adebayo. There's Hero with the three. They get it back.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Thompson kicks to Harris. Robinson for three. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists in the game. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Andrew Wiggins check in for Miami. Norman Powell comes in for Jaime Jaquez. 1:19 left to play here in the half. Outside, Hero. Wiggins kicks to Powell. Back to Wiggins. Bangs home the trifecta. Wiggins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, he's solid from out there. Wiggins just producing year after year in this league.
Duren with the screen on Mitchell. It's Cunningham with the drive. Powell with the steal. Over in the corner, Hero. And the Heat, another three.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Duren with the screen on Mitchell. Here's Cunningham. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Cunningham outside. Good if it goes, and it's good. Hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to
The previous play is under review.
do the tape.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pistons lead by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Greetings, Shaq Kenny and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Taking a look here now at Detroit, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it.
And weaving back to the first half of our game, Cade Cunningham showing out.
He's been creating a lot of offense. You look at all the assists he has, doing a great job of making plays for others, not just himself. And he can also score the basketball. What else do you want this guy to do? He was incredibly aggressive in the first half.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Tyler Hero.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
The Heat trail by 5. And Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacer. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player and also can become a great defensive team.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. We've got Tyler Hero. Wiggins is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Mitchell, and it's Adebayo in at the center. And so here is Miami following the three by Detroit. Pass to Powell. Outside, Hero. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Sunday, they'll take on Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Monday, they'll take on Mikal Bridges and the New York Knicks.
And for that game against Chicago, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Mitchell kicks to Wiggins. Good ball movement here by Miami. Miami no good on that time either.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Thompson finds Robinson. On the wing, Harris. Here's Duren. 6 to shoot. Thompson outside. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. Searching for that first bucket here in the third.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Now Thompson following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Cunningham for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Cunningham's got 13 points.
And he is a guy who typically needs the ball in his hand, so it's good to see Cunningham as a catch-and-shoot option. Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Robinson kicks to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. He's got 12.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The Heat trail by 14, and Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Tim, what a ride it's been for sharpshooter Duncan Robinson.
Well, there is no doubt about it, Kevin. He's the only player ever to take part in both a men's Division III and Division I championship game. Then, after going undrafted, he goes on to start in the NBA Finals. He has really come a long way.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Thompson. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Hero throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Harris.
Well, that was just determination on the part of Tyler Hero, showing you he is up for the challenge.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Back to you, Kevin.
High praise indeed. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Duren. slams it in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And this team really counts on Duren for exactly that, securing misses and then immediately taking it back up. Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now, here's Cunningham. 13 points in the game. Cunningham sets a screen for Thompson. To Cunningham. Off target with his 3. The Heat trail by 11. Mitchell outside. Back to Hero. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Cunningham looking it over. Thompson outside. Cunningham a screen on Hero. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. And Adebayo throws it down.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And so the timeout here by J.D. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Jenkins, he's checked in for Cunningham. And Miami also making a switch. Jaquez is checked in. Now here's Jenkins. Nothing on the board. Outside Robinson. It's over Powell. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And so Powell will bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 11. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Jaquez. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Jaquez has got 11 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now, here's Thompson. Covered by Wiggins. Duren with the screen on Wiggins. Thompson. And Duren slams it in.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Here's Adebayo. Following the bucket by the Pistons. Adebayo with a screen for Powell. Back to Adebayo. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pistons leading by 9. And the trade of Jimmy Butler. Tim, the Heat's star power took a hit.
Well, one thing is for certain in this league, you need stars to win big. Draft picks, flexibility, those things are great. Even nice young players, but it's only going to take you so far.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Robinson a screen on Jaquez. Harris, no good. The Heat trail by 11. Right side Hero. Powell, the pass to Jaquez. Off target from three-point range. Pistons have gone 8 of 16 in the 3rd quarter to put their second-half shooting percentage right at 50%. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, that's really nice job that time defensively by Jaquez. He was able to trigger that break.
Detroit's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Jenkins dishes to Thompson. Jenkins with a screen for Thompson. Inside. Stolen by Hero. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Good work there as it goes. Wiggins has got 5 points so far.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
27 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Thompson in the corner. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Hero. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
For Miami, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Tyler Hero, 1 shot.
9 seconds left in the third. Cunningham outside for Mitchell, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so is Detroit, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We come back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivey. Holland is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's LeVert in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Takes it inside. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Larson. The Pistons shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Ivey, no one around him. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Where? Good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here is Cunningham. The Heat getting the bucket. Pass to Holland. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Heat trail by 5. Jaquez outside. Out to the right wing. Adebayo with a screen on Stewart. Shot clock at 6. Ware finds Adebayo. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. And here's Ivey. Pistons passing it around. There's the pick. LeVert inside the line. And he swishes it right through. LeVert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And continuing to impress and taking on more responsibility. LeVert understanding when he should look to score.
That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket for Mitchell. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Tobias Harris is checked in for Detroit. Andrew Wiggins is checked in for the Heat. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Jaquez outside. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Cunningham. LeVert screen on Mitchell. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Cunningham's shot is off. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Wiggins kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Larson. Here's Wiggins. LeVert defending. To tie it up. And it's good on the layup. And it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, a lot of poise that time from Wiggins, getting the contact and showing you that veteran poise.
Now Stewart. They double him with Adebayo. Cunningham for 3. And staying with the play, Harris. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
Pass to Larson. Back to Mitchell. Right wing. Jaquez finds Adebayo. Rebound, Detroit. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Now, here's LeVert. Harris a screen on Mitchell. Stewart in the corner. Three-pointer, LeVert gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now a 5-point Piston lead.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. So for the Pistons, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Ausar Thompson comes in for Caris LeVert. Robinson is subbed in for Ivy. Now here's Adebayo. Outside, Hero. It's Powell on the wing. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Cunningham against Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. Miami no good on that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Thompson kicks to Robinson. Now Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson a screen on Mitchell. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Out to Harris. From the arc. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. 8-point game. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, the Heat play in a clamor market, but Tim, Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
That one is no good.
Well, Adebayo's showing you what a complete player he is. He gives you the athleticism defensively and on the glass, and then offensively, he's extremely productive as well.
Now, here's Thompson. Cunningham. Duren. Another chance here. Ooh, laying it up and in.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Now Wiggins. Mitchell outside. Adebayo with a screen on Cunningham. The 3 doesn't go.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the 3.
Here's Thompson. And there's the dunk.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Here's Hero. We've got 1:55 left here in the 4th quarter. And yeah, it's good.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Pistons leading by 9. Spins. Cunningham against Mitchell. He gets it to go.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Hero with it. Duren picks him up.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
And here are the Pistons now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Cunningham against Mitchell. Pocket 6. Outside Harris. Here's Robinson. Duren. Thompson outside. Duren against Adebayo. Cunningham. And the three misses.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Now Wiggins. And Harris will pull it down. Outside Cunningham. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curran sets the screen for Cunningham. From 19, that one goes.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Second personal foul. 13 foul. At the line, the Heat. Hero. Tyler. Hero. One shot.
That's good from Hero. And so the Pistons take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Tobias Harris.